Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 4th of 2020, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney, Lucasfilm, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and others out there, and exactly what they have to offer in the next couple of years for this new universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one major aspect about the future of Star Wars is that we have George, Jon, and Dave all working together as a team to deliver as much authentic Star Wars material as possible. That's exactly what they're aiming for. That's exactly what they want to give the fans, is sufficient amount of Star Wars projects that's going to be very much connected to the old expanded universe, to Star Wars Legends, as we like to call it. Now, everything related to Jon Favreau. This is a guy that really brought the Star Wars fandom together, all because of what happened with the Season 2 finale, with the introduction of Luke Skywalker coming back into fruition, and just really giving fans, a real positive side of the Star Wars franchise. Make no mistake, Jon Favreau knows what he is doing. This is a guy that really started the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the very beginning with Iron Man 2008. And that was a big deal back then because that really kicked things off. So, looking at what Favreau has to offer for this Star Wars universe, obviously he's working on The Mandalorian Season 2, or should I say Season 3 and 4, after Season 2 wrapped over, and now he's also working on the Book of Boba Fett as well. Now, with that being said, what's really intriguing all has to do with Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy and how it involves Jon Favreau. Now, specifically, of course, given that The Mandalorian Season 2 is now over, creators Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have been hard at work on developing their new projects for the Star Wars universe. It's explained that currently Jon Favreau is ending Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars plan that she initiated some time ago with director Rian Johnson that is now finally being put to rest by Favreau, Filoni, and George Lucas. However, Jon Favreau is said to be the one who initiated the finalized decision to end Kathleen Kennedy's direction of the Star Wars universe, given that she no longer has any creative control over the Star Wars franchise. Now, further, it's explained that both Kennedy and Rian Johnson were originally planning a new Star Wars universe that would take place in a brand new galaxy and would even focus on an era in which the Force no longer exists, but rather a different type of power that was going to be shown to the fans. Now, Favreau recently actually ended this entire concept for the fans before it was going to be made a reality by Kathleen Kennedy. Now, let's stop right here for a second before we move on. In case you guys did not know and are out of the loop, Kathleen Kennedy, not so long ago, was going to continue Rian Johnson's planned Star Wars universe. It was all going to start with his trilogy of movies, and it was going to expand onto Disney Plus in the forms of TV shows, animated TV shows, books, novels, comics, you name it. Basically, Kathleen Kennedy and Rian were going to transform Star Wars into something that I believe would have been very unattractive to the fan base. It really would have been a disaster. A lot of fans would not have actually enjoyed that without a doubt. So, with that being said, of course, what's really exciting on top of all of this is how Jon Favreau literally ended this entire concept by Kathleen Kennedy and what Rian Johnson had actually given Kathleen Kennedy to pretty much, give to other creators out there as well. Now, this was finally, put into the finalized, form where it is no longer going to be a thing. It is no longer greenlit. It's not a project anymore. Jon Favreau ended this, and this is a man that obviously a lot of fans see becoming the next, George Lucas or the next president of Lucasfilm, given that Bob Chapek does indeed have all his eyes on, people like Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, and let's not forget another unnamed creator that is also in the roster here to take over the role as president. Now, with that being said, apart from all of this, I think that obviously Jon Favreau knows what the fans want to see either on the big screen or at home on a streaming service. When we go ahead and examine what Favreau had done with the MCU, it was very successful. It was a nice start, he really gave us a great Iron Man movie. Now, obviously, a lot of fans did not like The Lion King, and I understand that. But, given of what he is doing with Star Wars, he knows exactly how Star Wars fans think. He knows exactly what Star Wars fans want to see. And there's a reason behind all of that, is because Jon Favreau let's not forget, is a true, passionate Star Wars fan. He cares about the entire fandom. He cares about exactly what the fans want to see, with the key and core characters. So that's exactly why he gave us Ahsoka. It's exactly why he gave us Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker, and more. And we're going to get more of that in Season 3 in 2022. And yes, sadly, Season 3 won't be unveiled until 2022 because the Book of Boba is being worked on, and they're also trying to figure out scheduling between other shows like Kenobi. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.